St. Patrick's Basilica, Basilique Saint-Patrick de Montréal, is a Roman Catholic church known for its historical ties to the Irish community in Canada. Construction began in September 1843, and the first Mass was celebrated on March 17, 1847. The architects were P.L. Moron and Father Felix Martin. In 1985, the church was designated a Canadian Historical Monument. The basilica is built in the Neo-Gothic style and is considered one of the most magnificent examples of this style in Canada. The building is 71 meters long, 32 meters wide, and the spire reaches 69 meters high. The interior is decorated with 25-meter-high white oak columns covered in marble and 150 oil paintings of saints. Of particular note is the Casavant Freres organ, installed in 1895 and completely electro-pneumatic. The church was built to serve the growing Irish Catholic community in Montreal. In 1989, Pope John Paul II elevated it to the status of minor basilica. Inside the church are memorials to famous parishioners, including Thomas Darcy McGee, one of the Fathers of Confederation, and poet Emile Nelligan. St. Patrick's Basilica continues to serve as an important religious and cultural center for the community, maintaining its historical significance and architectural heritage. St. James United Church is a Protestant church that is part of the United Church of Canada. The building was constructed between 1887 and 1888 in the late Victorian Gothic Revival style by Alexander Francis Dunlop. The church was designated a National Historic Site of Canada in 1996. St. James United Church is noted for its architectural features, including two asymmetrical spires measuring 43 and 61 meters, 143 and 212, and a large rose window above the central entrance. The interior of the building features a spacious nave and transept, designed in the style of an amphitheater, emphasizing the importance of the preacher in the Methodist tradition. Particular attention is paid to the Sunday school, located in the choir and modeled on the Akron plan, which reflects the importance of education and spiritual development in the lives of the parishioners. In 1927, to help cover the cost of its upkeep, the church allowed a commercial building to be built in front of its facade on Rue Sainte-Catherine. This building hid the church for over 78 years until a restoration in 2005 removed parts of the commercial buildings, reopening the church facade and creating a new public square. St. James Church continues to serve as a place of worship and a cultural center for the community, while maintaining its historical significance and architectural heritage. Located in Phillips Square in downtown Montreal is the King Edward VII Monument. Designed by renowned Canadian sculptor Louis-Philippe Hébert, the monument was unveiled on October 1, 1914, just weeks after the outbreak of World War I. The monument is a bronze statue of the king in full regalia, set atop a high granite pedestal. At the base of the monument are four allegorical figures representing key values. Peace, a woman holding an olive branch, symbolizing peace. Abundance, a figure representing Canada's material prosperity. Liberty, an angel with outstretched wings, symbolizing freedom and liberation from prejudice. Four Nations, a group representing the harmonious coexistence of the four main nationalities that have played an important role in Montreal's history: the French, Scots, Irish, and English. These allegorical figures highlight the ideals associated with the reign of Edward VII and reflect values that were important to Canadian society at the time. The Edward VII Monument is a significant historical landmark in Montreal, attracting the attention of locals and tourists alike. Christchurch Cathedral is an Anglican cathedral built in the Gothic Revival style between 1857 and 1860 and is a prime example of this architectural style in Canada. The original design was by architect Frank Wills, and after his death, the work was completed by Thomas S. Scott. The cathedral has a cruciform plan with a steeply pitched gable roof and a tall spire-like tower. The exterior walls are decorated with carved stone, and the west facade is distinguished by a rose window above a projecting portal with 3 doors. The interior is organized hierarchically, with a central nave, side aisles, a transept, and a raised choir. The interior is decorated with stained glass, lancet windows, and a large east window composition. Over the years, the cathedral has undergone several changes. In 1940, the original spire, which was found to be too heavy for the structure, was replaced with a lighter steel frame clad in aluminum. The interior also evolved with new stained glass windows, a marble floor, and decorative painting on the wooden ceiling. In the 1920s, a new altar and marble altarpiece were installed in memory of the members of the congregation who died in the war. The cathedral is located in downtown Montreal and serves as an important spiritual and cultural center for the city's Anglican community. It was designated a National Historic Site of Canada in 1999. Simón Bolívar, 1783-1830, is one of Latin America's greatest national heroes, known as the Liberator for his role in the struggle for independence for many South American countries from Spain. He was a key leader of the independence movements in Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Panama, creating an important political and social union, Gran Colombia. Bolívar symbolizes the ideals of freedom, equality, and justice, and his name is associated with national pride for many Latin American countries. His influence in liberating peoples from Spanish rule and creating independent states makes him an important figure for many countries in the region, as well as on the international stage. Monuments to Simón Bolívar are often erected as a tribute to his role in Latin American history, and their installation in other countries, such as Canada, helps strengthen ties between the regions. The reasons for erecting the sculpture in Montreal are likely cultural ties between Canada and Latin America. Montreal is known for its multilingual and multicultural environment. The city has a significant Latin American population, especially Venezuelans and others who hold Bolívar in high regard. The installation of the monument could be a way to strengthen cultural ties between Canada and Latin America. Historical significance. Bolívar was an important figure in the history of not only Venezuela, but the entire continent. His vision for a united, free continent has inspired many countries. The monument in Montreal could symbolize recognition of Bolívar's historical significance and his fight for independence. Venezuela's desire to preserve Bolívar's legacy. In recent decades, Venezuela has been actively promoting Bolívar as a symbol of national identity and unity. Establishing the monument in other countries, such as Canada, could be part of Venezuela's diplomatic policy to strengthen its influence and present its historical figure on the world stage. A sculpture dedicated to José de San Martín, another important liberator of South America, known for his role in the struggle for the independence of Argentina, Chile, and Peru from Spain. José de San Martín, 1778-1850, was one of the leading leaders in the struggle for the independence of South America. San Martín was the commander-in-chief of the army that liberated Argentina from Spanish rule, and later led the liberation campaign in Chile and Peru. San Martín is considered a national hero in Argentina, and his contribution to the independence of South America. San Martín also played an important role in the formation of the governments of the newly independent countries. His attention to diplomatic aspects and willingness to cooperate with other independence leaders, including Bolívar, make him an important figure not only in the military, but also in the political history of the region. Cultural and diplomatic ties. Like the monument to Simón Bolívar, the San Martín sculpture in Montreal is a symbol of respect for an important South American figure and the strengthening of ties between Canada and Latin America. This monument was donated by the city of Buenos Aires, highlighting the diplomatic and cultural relations between Argentina and Canada. Montreal's role as a cultural center. Montreal, with its multicultural population, is an important center for people from Latin America. The installation of the San Martín monument allows for stronger ties with the regions that are proud of these historical figures. Montreal is a place of respect and memory for the heroic deeds of Latin America. Inauguration. The monument was erected in 2000 and inaugurated in the presence of the mayor of Montreal, Pierre Bourque, and the Argentine consul, Ernesto S. Martinez Gondra. Thus, the monument is part of a historical and cultural exchange, reflecting respect for this outstanding liberator of South America and strengthening the ties between Canada and Latin America.